Hey travelers, after visiting 30-plus countries solo over the past 5 years, I've made almost every mistake in the book. Some were funny, some were scary, and one nearly cost me my passport in Bangkok. Today, I'm sharing the biggest solo travel mistakes, so you don't have to learn them the hard way. Maybe you've seen those dreamy Instagram photos of people exploring the world alone, and you thought, I want that. But let's be honest, solo travel can be intimidating, especially if it's your first time. You might not end up stranded in a foreign airport at 2 a.m. like I did. It involved a broken ATM, a taxi driver who didn't take cards, and a language barrier thicker than my passport. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want more honest travel tips. Let's get into the mistakes. Not trusting your gut instinct. Let me tell you a quick story. Last year in Tagaytay, I booked a suspiciously cheap Airbnb hotel. I use Airbnb for most of my hotel bookings. I also use TripAdvisor now for planning. The photos of that hotel from Airbnb looked terrific, but something felt off. I ignored that feeling because of the price. Big mistake. When I arrived, the neighborhood was completely different from advertised, and the host was super sketchy. I immediately canceled, lost some money, and had to find another hotel at midnight. Here's the thing. Your intuition is like a built-in safety system. If something doesn't feel right, whether it's an accommodation, a person, or a situation, listen to that feeling. Don't worry about being polite or losing money. Your gut feeling is your best travel buddy. Oversharing on social media. Posting your exact location in real time. Is it even a mistake? I know. You want to share your unforgettable solo travel moments, but here's the issue. You never know who's watching. Posting your location while you're still there makes you an easy target for scammers. Or worse, posting in real time while traveling solo is basically announcing to the world, hey, I'm alone at this exact location. Instead, wait until you've left a location before sharing, or post all your pictures at the end of the day. This simple habit can keep you much safer while traveling alone. Instead of currently exploring these fantastic temples in Bali, try throwing it back to these incredible temples from my Bali adventures last week. Trust me, your photos will get just as many likes, but you'll be much safer. The budget over safety mistake. I used to be so proud of finding the absolute cheapest options. Then, I booked a hostel in Mexico City that saved me $10, but required a 30-minute walk through a sketchy area at night. It was not worth it. So the tips are, spend extra on it. Accommodations in safe areas. Licensed taxis at night. Direct flights that land during daylight. Better locks and safety gear. Your life is worth more than saving a few dollars. The over-planning trap. This was my first solo trip schedule. Literally every hour planned. I was so scared of being alone that I packed my days. But you know what? Some of my best travel memories came from random conversations with locals and spontaneous adventures. Balance is key. Plan your first 2 days in detail, research main attractions, but leave room for unexpected opportunities. Schedule some intentional wandering time. The I must make friends pressure. Here's something nobody talks about. It's okay to enjoy being alone. You don't need to force yourself to socialize at every hostel event or join every group tour. Some of my favorite solo travel moments were reading in a Paris cafe, watching the sunset in Santorini, taking a photography walk in Tokyo. Being comfortable with solitude is a superpower. The packing disaster. Let's be real. Overpacking is a rookie mistake we've all made. But when you're traveling solo, it's a whole different ballgame. You'll have to carry everything yourself. Through airports, train stations, and even up flights of stairs if there's no elevator. My advice? Pack light, stick to essentials, and aim for carry-on luggage only. A lighter bag means more freedom and less stress. Trust me, you don't need 7 pairs of shoes. When you're solo, you're the only one carrying your stuff. I once had to drag a massive suitcase up 5 flights of stairs in Amsterdam because the elevator was broken. Never again. Pack smart. Roll your clothes instead of folding them to save space. 1 week's worth of clothes maximum. Everything must match. Layers over bulky items. You can buy cheap, needy things there. Use packing cubes like these from Amazon. Hold-up cubes. They compress your clothes and keep you organized. And hey, no one's judging if you rewear that shirt. They're too busy stressing over their own suitcase. The safety communication gap. This is crucial. Always have a communication plan. I learned this after my phone died in Vietnam and my family freaked out when they couldn't reach me only for 2 days. Essential safety steps. Share your itinerary with your family. Download offline maps. Have a backup phone/battery. I always carry a portable charger, this Anchor Power Core. No local emergency numbers. Keep emergency cash hidden separately. The tourist beacon mistake. You don't need to blend in thoroughly, but avoid screaming, "I'm a tourist," by keeping expensive cameras hidden when not in use. Walking confidently, even if you're lost. Dressing like locals. Learning basic local phrases. Avoiding flashy jewelry or designer items. Arriving late at night. A bad idea. Another mistake is booking flights or trains that arrive late at night. Imagine landing in an unfamiliar city at midnight, exhausted, with no idea where to go, and taxis charging double. It's not fun. In Prague, my flight landed at midnight. The ATMs were broken. My phone died, and I paid a sketchy driver €50 for a 10-minute ride. Never again. Book daytime arrivals. If you must land late, pre-book a transfer, whether it's public transport, rideshare apps like Uber, or pre-booked taxis. And always carry a portable charger. This Anchor Power Core saved my sanity in 6 countries. Whenever possible, schedule your arrival during daylight hours. It's easier to navigate, safer, and way less stressful. And if you have no choice but to arrive late, ensure you've pre-arranged safe transportation to your accommodation. Not researching local scams. Every major city has its scams, whether it's overpriced taxis, fake petitions, or friendly strangers who turn out to be pickpockets. A little research before your trip can save you money and hassle. Check travel blogs, watch YouTube videos like this, and join solo travel forums to learn the common scams in your destination. Knowledge is power, not having backup funds. In Bali, I lost my wallet on a tuk-tuk. No cards, no cash, just me and a very patient 7-Eleven clerk who let me Venmo him for snacks. Stash emergency cash in your shoe, bra, or a secret pouch. Keep a backup credit card separate from your wallet. Apps like Wise and Remitly send Let You Freeze cards instantly if they're stolen. And always have a photo of your passport on your phone. Here's the thing about solo travel. It's not about being fearless or terrified. It's about being smart. Look, mistakes happen, but now you're ready to avoid the big ones. Solo travel is about freedom, growth, and proving that you've got this. The goal isn't to be paranoid, but to be prepared. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest solo travel fear? Or share a mistake you've made. Let's learn together. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who's planning their first solo adventure. Next week, I'll show you how to plan your first solo trip on a budget. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Travel forever on.